You're good? All right. If somebody is already watching, there's 10 minutes to go. So walk around in your house, grab your blocks if you have them, or 2 big books. They might be very useful. A blanket to sit on, or 2 blankets. And I have also this bolster. We use those things at the yoga studios. If you don't have anything like that at home, you can grab 1 or 2 pillows. It's nice to end the class with a little bit of support for the back of your thigh, or we can use it, and I hope I will have time, because 1 hour goes by so fast, to use it during class. So blocks or books, bolster or pillows, and blanket or towels. I will be back. Wait for me. 10 more minutes to go. up my hips a little bit. Today I'm wearing a watch. I haven't been wearing a watch since this challenge started, because my day started to be really the same, so I didn't think I need a watch, but now for the class, here I am. Alright, couple of minutes. So if you want to start and find your seated position, you might enjoy to sit on your pillow if you have it, or on your blanket like me if you have it, or on your block or on your book if it's close by. And sit tall. Find the length of your side body. Let the breath flow. Adjust your seated position in order to have your shoulders on top of your hips, your ears on top of your shoulders, so you might glide your throat slightly back. And here we go, 11 o'clock. So good morning everybody from Pineapple Yoga Studio, and my name is Luisella, and I'm glad you are here with me. And I was thinking, why do we always sit on our mats? Why do we always show up even in these challenging times for our yoga practice, a personal practice, or for a yoga class like a streaming class? Most of the classes are like that. Because we are happy to practice, because we feel good. And since this is my second online class, I got some messages on Friday, and a lot of people were saying, we thank you for the practice because we feel good after. So if I ask in a yoga class, why do you take a yoga class? The answers could be very different. Because I need to increase my strength, because I need to increase my flexibility, because I want to take a break from my crazy routine, because it's good for my mind, for my awareness. But the general answer is, I feel good, I feel happy during and after. So that's joy. That's what we call in a yogic language, ananda, the bliss of yoga. So I will invite you to focus your practice on the joy you feel when you practice, on the bliss you feel when you practice. So please close your eyes and tune inward. And let your breath flow. And think of the gift you have just done to yourself because you choose to pause from your routine. Even if your routine has changed, this day you're still pausing, offering this hour to you because it will be good for you, because you will feel happy during and after. That's the bliss of yoga, that's ananda. Let your breath flow. Keep your spine nice and straight. Check in with your breath, front body and back body. See if you can relax your arms. See if you can soften your eyes and relax the jaw while you're tuning more inward. One more nice long inhalation followed by a nice long exhalation. And then slowly and gently allow your eyes to open. Keep your gaze low to the tip of the nose or even lower. Let your eyes adjust to this light, to the light you have in your rooms. And then inhale, open your arms in a big T, palms facing the sky. Exhale, it's your Anjali hands in front of your heart. Inhale, lift your arms up, touch the sky. Exhale, press the ear down, feeling more rooted. Inhale, arms up, big T. Exhale, your Anjali, right and left together in front of your heart. Inhale, lift your arms up, open the heart to this bliss. Exhale, press the ear down and grow taller again. Last one, inhale, arms up, big T. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, lift your arms up, touch the sky. Exhale, press the ear down. Release your hands on your knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And place your hands framing your hips, lean slightly back. Give your leg a good stretch, they deserve it. Spread the toes, push through the big toe ball mounds. Exhale, cross the opposite chin in front. Inhale, lift your arms up, touch the sky. Exhale, press the ear down. Inhale, lean back, stretch your legs. And first shin again in front. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, press the ear down. Lean back, stretch your legs. Inhale, right knee to the chest, nice hug. Open the knee to the side, check on this hip. Back you come to the center. Interlace your hands to the back of the thighs, lie the leg straight, lift the leg any amount. Bend the knee and touch down. Second knee to the chest. Second hug. Open the knee to the side. Inhale, come back to the center. Interlace your second favorite finger, sit tall, stretch your leg and drop it down and back to your Dandasana staff pose. And inhale, place your knees hip distance apart in front of your hips, lift your heart. Exhale, lean back, round your spine, feel the core starting to work. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine, kind of cat and cow tilt. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, come back to the center. Place your fingertips framing your hips. Open your feet wider, so I turn around, so my feet are as wide as the sides of the mat. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, start to windshield wiper. Dropping both knees on one side, and this tells you a lot about your hips, how tight they could be, how open they could be. Do not force this windshield wipering action, simply check. Couple of more time. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, knees to the right. Lift the opposite arm and find the side body length. Drop the arm, come back to the center. Drop the knees to the left. Lift the right arm and lengthen here. And drop it down. One more time, knees to the right. Lift the opposite arm and open the side body. Drop the hand and the arm. And windshield wiper second side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back to the center. Place your feet hip distance apart. Cross your shin one in front of the other. Grab your ankles or your toes. Roll forward for your flat tabletop. So you are on your all fours. Align the center of the wrist with the outer edge of the shoulders and place your knees under your hips. Press the knuckles down, claw the mat with the fingertips. Start with a neutral position with your spine, but melt your heart slightly. And draw a couple of 2 or 3 circles with the hips. You go clockwise and still you're checking on these hips, you are warming them up. You're checking on your low back, on your spine, on your shoulders, on your arms. One more circle. I guess they are more than 3. When you come back to the center, you reverse the direction. Exhaling when you are going back, inhaling when you're coming forward, and feel this nice movement in the hips, feel the rest of the body following, feel the grounding of your feet and of your hands. Then come back to the center, open your knees wider than the hips, exhale, fall back into your extended child. And breathe here. Relax the arms. Release the forehead. You can place your fist under your forehead or a block under your forehead. One more breath here. Inhale, rise up. Back toward your flat tabletop. And I get rid of this shirt because it starts to get hot in here. All right, so from here, give your right leg a good stretch back. Lift the right leg up. Drop the outer thigh, lift the inner thigh. Double check with your foundation. Exhale, it's your knee to the nose. Inhale and open the leg back and up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, the leg goes back, the heart opens. Exhale, knee to the nose, round. Inhale, open and lengthen. Bend the knee here to the sit bone. Open the hip to the right. We call this fire hydrant because that's what dogs do when they see a fire hydrant. Inhale, reach the same leg back. Exhale, drop the foot to the outside of the mat to the left. Turn around, look at the back foot, lift the right hip. Hug into the midline with the hands, the arms, and the inner thighs. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, lengthen. Bend the knee here to the sit bone. Open the hip to the side, fire hydrant. See if you can extend the leg up, out to the side, spreading the toes, pushing through the big toe ball mound. Bend the knee, back to the knee facing the ground. Reach the same leg back, hug into the midline, left arm forward, and breathe here. Do not drop the head. Soften the supporting elbow a little bit, but press the knuckles and claw with the fingertips. Exhale, land the hand. Round your spine while you're lowering the knee. Inhale, neutral position with your spine. Fall back into your extended child. Release the forearms down and breathe here. One more breath. Inhale, up you come. Flat tabletop, realign. Left leg back, right. Nice good stretch. Left leg up. Drop the outer thigh, lift the inner thigh. Exhale into the nose and round. Inhale and extend. Push through the big toe ball mound. Exhale into the nose and round. Inhale and lengthen. One more knee to the nose to round. One more. Leg goes back, heart opens. Bend the knee here to the sit bone. Open the left hip to the side. Check in with this fire hydrant. Keep the foot active. Back to the center with the knee. Reach the same leg straight back. Exhale, drop the left foot on the outside of your mat to the right. Lift the left hip. Hug into the midline with your arms. And breathe in the left side of the rib cage. Good morning. One breath here. Inhale, the leg goes back. Exhale, knee to the nose, round. Inhale to extend. Bend the knee here to the sit bone. Open the knee to the side. The hip to the side. Keep the leg out. Check with your fire hydrant and leg straight. Bend the knee. Back to the center. Extend the leg. Hug into the midline. Right arm forward. And breathe here. Land the hand. Round your spine while you're dropping the knee. Inhale, sit bones up, chest opens. Right leg back, left leg back. Table knee, full, palakasana plank. Bend the knees, widen the sit bones, reaching the inner thighs back. Check with your feet, open your feet as wide as the hips. Keep your knees bent so you can really find the lengthening of the spine, your lumbar curve. And then up on your tippy toes and start to walk your dog. Bending your knees one at a time. Checking in with the hamstrings. Are you happy? Do you feel joy because you are here? Checking on your body, breathing, your beautiful breath. Listening, exploring. And now bend both knees, widen the sit bones again. Explore your lumbar curve. Inhale up on your tippy toes. Exhale both heels to the right. Keep the hips up. Same amount of weight on both hands. Bend the knees and straighten the legs. Bend your knees and straighten the legs. One more time. One more time you straighten. Inhale, come up to the center. Heels up. Exhale, drop the heels to the second side. Keep the hips up. Bend the knees and extend your legs. Bend your knees and extend your legs. Hug into the midline with your arms. Bend your knees and extend your legs. Come back to the center and explore your downward facing dog. Keep this pose still. So you might bend your knees because we are really looking for a beautiful lumbar curve, or you can explore with your legs straight. And the inner thighs are hugging into the midline, so are your arms. The pose is expressed from the core of the pelvis down into your feet, up into your hands. Inhale, rock forward, take your plank. Exhale, land on your knees. Open the knees wider than the hips and rest in your child pose. Breathe here. One more breath. And then here you are, up again. You ground your hands one more time. You reach your right leg back. You stretch it and then up you go. One knee to the nose. Inhale, reach the same leg back. Find the length of the body, reaching the left arm forward. Hug into the midline. Drop the left hand. Drop the right toes. Externally rotate your right leg so the toes are facing the right side of the mat. You roll, opening the side body toward the right side of the mat. Keep your hand to the hip. The bottom hip, your left, try to go under. And then you can stay here. Tip of the shoulder blades toward one another. Or you can touch the sky with the top arm. Glide your throat back. Turn your head to look up. Breathe here. Rotate the palm of the top hand toward the front of the mat. Align your arm with your ear for this modified side plank or baby side angle. One more breath. Inhale, touch the sky. Land your hand. Let's explore one more pose. Pivot the bottom shin a little bit more to the left side of the mat. Pick up the back leg, straighten the leg, push through the big toe ball mound. Side body gets longer. You can keep your hand on the hip, or you can explore this baby Ardha Chandradana, baby half moon. One breath here. And on your exhalation, you close the pose, landing your right hand, pivoting back to the center, dropping the foot, both legs straight, Palakasana plank, match your heart slightly, bring the table knee, bend the knees, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward, plank. Exhale, land both knees. Inhale, left leg up, left leg back, left leg up. Exhale into the nose. Inhale to extend. Right arm forward, hug into the midline. Grow longer through the leg, through your spine, through your arms. But if you feel the right arm bone moving out of the shoulder socket, bring it back into. Then land your hand, drop the left toes, externally rotate the left foot, right hand in front of the right knee, roll your chest open to the second side of the mat. Breathe here. Shift a little bit more weight in the back foot, keep the bottom sideways long, then touch the sky with the top arm. toward your ankle, toward the outer ankle, back toward your one leg dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward, take your plank. Land on your knees and land in your extended child. So you're having one more break. Inhale, flat table. Right leg back, left leg back. Palakasana plank. Bend your knees, widen the sit bones. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left leg up. Lift the leg from the inner thigh. Hug into the midline here. Allow the left hip to open more to the left and then bend the knee, exploring your wild dog. Pause here. Look at the back foot. The back foot is parallel to the long side of the mat. You can look above the right shoulder. Keep the lifted foot very active. One breath here. And one leg down. And downward facing dog. And inhale, rock forward, it's your plank. Land your knees. Land your chest between your thumbs. Slide forward. Release your forehead down. Place your hands wider than the mat and place them in front of your shoulders. Tailbone toward your heels. Legs are working. Bring the tailbone in. Legs are working. Inhale, peel the upper body or just your heart away from the mat and start to dance your cobra. Guiding the shoulder blades down and to the side. And if you want to lift a little bit higher, feel free to do that. Keep your legs strong. Tone your belly here. And if you want to go up and down like waves, feel free to do that. And of course, feel free to use your Ujjayi breath throughout the class, keeping it louder or raising the volume when the poses are becoming more challenging. Exhale, release down. Place your hands for a traditional baby cobra under your shoulders, elbows toward one another and back, tailbone in. Inhale and open your heart. Can you breathe? Can you find the bliss in this shape? Even if when it's challenged, that's maybe the thing you like the most. Exhale, release the forehead down. Inhale, press up, flat table. Exhale, down dog. Breathing, down dog. One more breath. Exhale, drop the knees down. Inhale, right leg back. Right leg up. Bend the knee, hip to the sit bone. Double check your hands if they are rounded. Open the hip to the side. Fire hydrant. Kick your leg out. Land the foot to the side. Alright, toes are facing the front of the mat. Or if you decide to move your body in order to have both feet on the mat like me, toes are facing the upper right corner of the mat. Pause here. Come up on the fingertips. Look if you have your hips and if the heel is in line with the knee and if your hips are squared. And then inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle one. Inhale, arm lift a little bit. Exhale, thread the needle twice. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, thread the needle, releasing your left cheek down. The left arm is straight, fingers pointing to the toes. You can pause here, or you can see if you can lift your hand and place it on your right shin. One breath. You can extend your right arm. You can swim it to the side or all the way to the back. Back of the hand on the sacrum or wrapping around the opposite thigh. Breathe here. One more breath. And exhale out of the pose with one arm. Inhale. Open the body into a twist to the left. Exhale, land your hand. Walk your hands back. Kneel. If you need a blanket, I forgot to tell you, under the knee, feel free to place the blanket under the knee. You have different options for that foot. Foot could be following the line of your leg, or you can toes down, toes up, and block under the big toes. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, press down. Inhale, Anjali. Exhale, release. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, lend your right hand toward the straight leg, side bend toward that leg. It's not important how deep you go toward that leg. It's important first that you are side bending, second that you are not forcing, and third that you are breathing in the left side of the ribcage because you are creating space there. That's the bliss of the pose. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, press the ear down. Inhale, place your hands in front of your heart, Anjali. Release the hands down. Swing your right leg back. Flatten your hands. Exhale, knee to the nose and round. Inhale, reach the same leg back. Drop the toes. Full plank, Palakasana. Bend the knees, widen the sit bones, downward facing dog. Breathe in your down dog. Lengthen the spine, side body gets longer, inner thighs are reaching back. Express the pose with your bliss. Lengthen your knees. Right, left leg back. Give it a good stretch. Left leg up. Ground your hands, checking on your foundation. There's no house without good foundation. Exhale into the nose round. Inhale to extend. Bend the knee heel to the sit bone. Open your hip to the side. Kick the leg out. Drop the foot down. Then wiggling around. And so, second side, same thing. Double check the placement of your heel. Spine is long here. We are twisting toward the straight leg. So inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle once. Inhale, open a little bit more to the side and twist a little bit more. Exhale, thread the needle twice. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, thread the needle for the third time. Releasing your shoulder, releasing your right cheek. Posing here. Side bodies are different. See where the straight arm goes. You can just aim toward the toes, or you can lift it and grab the opposite shin. One breath here. You can pause, you can stay. Or opposite arm straight, left arm straight. Or you can swing the left arm to the side, all the way to the back. Back of the hand on the sacrum, or wrapping the arm around the waist so the hand catches the opposite thigh. Breathe here. Keep the straight leg active and raise this foot toward the midline of the body. So the inner thigh is really working. Then the arm releases to the side, to the front. Bend the elbow, push down with the left arm. Inhale and twist and thread. Touch the sky with your right arm. Exhale, land your fingertips. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Kneel. And find a placement for the foot of the straight leg. Could be following the line of the leg. Toes up, toes down, block under the big toes. And these legs, inner thighs are moving toward one another, also here. Inhale, touch the sky. Side body gets longer. Exhale, press the ear down. Inhale, it's your Anjali. Exhale and release. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, land your left hand to the straight leg. Side bend there. Do not go forward. Just go to the side. And guide the tip of the shoulder blade of the top arm down. And if you want to look up, you can glide your throat back and look up. Breathe in the left side of the rib cage, the right side of the rib cage. One more breath. Inhale, rise. Press the ear down. Land your hand. And swing the leg to the back. So you are in this kind of half plank with the knee down. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, reach the same leg back. Drop the toes. Reach the opposite leg straight. Bend the knees, widen the sit bones. Inhale, it's your downward facing dog. Breathe in, down dog. Bend your knees. Walk to the front of the mat. Keep your feet parallel. Look down, you can see them. Place your hands on your hips. elbows toward one another and back. Inner thighs are reaching back. Sit bones are widening, so you make space in your low back. Tip of the shoulder blades moving toward one another. Find your lumbar curve. Without looking forward, so you do not back bend in the neck. Rise up, touch the sky. Exhale, press the ear down. Inhale, it's Anjali. Exhale, and release the arms down by your side. Pause here to receive your bliss. Pause here to feel the ananda of this first part of the sequence. Open your eyes. Strong Tadasana. Inner thighs are reaching back, so the femur bones are moving back. So inner thighs are reaching toward one another, my back, so the femurs are moving back. Drop the tailbone. Find the power of the legs. Find the bliss of the practice. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, press the ear down. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, press the ear down. Tune with the breath. Feel the pulsation of the breath. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, chest to the thigh. Spine gets longer. Drop the crown of the head, lift the sit bones for your first standing forward fold. If you need to bend the knees, go ahead and bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, long and flat back. Hands on your shins, hands on your blocks, hands down to the mat. Tip of the shoulder blades toward one another. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg back, it's your runner's lunge. Hug into the midline, lift the inner thigh of the back leg. Flatten your hands, front leg back, take your plank. Land your knees. Bend your elbows, touch down with your chest. Slide forward. Release the forehead down, bring the tailbone in, legs are strong. It's your cobra. Ribs down or any mound, a little bit higher. Exhale, back towards your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up from the inner thigh. Exhale, right foot forward, runner's lunge. Spring of the back leg, it's your halfway lift, long and flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Shift the weight toward the glutes. Inner thighs are reaching back. Bend your knees, chest to the thigh. Open the arms to the side. Come up halfway. Find your lumbar curve. Inhale, touch the sky, Uddhva-sthasana. Exhale, press the ear down. Inhale, it's your Anjali. It's the time to receive the bliss of the practice. It's the time to be bright inside and to soften around your inner light. Exhale, release the arms down. Second side. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, bending the knees or legs straight. You make your wise choice. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Long and flat back. Exhale, left leg back. It's your runner's lunge. Hug into the midline. Breathe here, heart forward. Front leg goes back. It's Palakasana plank. Bring the tailbone in. Landing with the knees or landing with your legs straight. Yogi choice. Yogi's choice. Inhale, Cobra Bhujangasana. Strong legs. Keep your low back broad. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward, runner's lunge. Inhale, spring of the back leg, it's halfway lift. Lengthen here. Exhale, forward fold, legs straight or knees bent. Shift the weight toward the big toes. Line up your hips with your heels. Open the arms to the side, come up halfway. Explore your lumbar curve. Inhale, push down to rise up, touch the sky. Exhale, press the ear down. Inhale, Anjali. Be bright inside, receive the bliss of this exploration of sun salutations, the first round, the second actually. And release the arms by your side. Find your beautiful Tadasana. Blocks are always there. Of course, you can feel free to add your blocks to ease your runner's lunge. Take all the time you need, and since you need to feel happy in this practice, do not push your body beyond its limit. Never do that. Release the arms by your side. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale. Forward fold, bow to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, long and flat back. Exhale, right leg back, that's your runner's lunge. Feel the power of the back leg. Both hands on the front knee, widen the sit bone, push down to rise up. Modified Vira 1 with the heels, with the back heel up. Drop the left arm to the back of the right thigh, lift the thigh into the hand, keep it, and explore the shape. Feeling your ananda here. Reach your arms forward. Land your hands, framing the front foot. Keep the back leg engaged. Place your right thumb in the right hip, left thumb in the left hip crease. Draw the hip back and down so your chest can rotate toward the front knee. You can keep your hand there. Tip of the shoulder blade toward one another, or you can touch the sky with the top arm. Exhale, land the top hand, front leg steps back, that's your Palakasana, your plank. Exhale, lower to the earth, legs straight, your knees bent. Inhale, Bhujangasana, your cobra, and your mount. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, one leg up, lift the leg from the inner thigh. One more breath. Exhale, step the foot forward. Breathe here. Both hands on the front knee, widen sit bones. Push down to rise up. Feel the bliss of this shape. Back thigh is powerful. One breath in this modified Vira 1. Reach forward. Land your hands. Keep the left hand where it is. Right thumb in the right hip crease. Draw the hip back and down so the heart rotates toward the front leg. Touch the sky with your right arm. Express the pose from the root of the core of the pelvis down into your feet, up into the hands. And feel its bliss. Exhale, land your hand. And from here, step the front, back leg forward. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And forward fold. Open your arms to the side, legs straight or knees bent. Find your lumbar curve, push down to touch the sky. Side body gets longer. Soften the front ribs toward one another. Press you down. Inhale, it's your Anjali. Receive here what the practice is giving you. That's why you are here. And release the arms down by your side. We have one more side to explore. So, Tadasana. Inhale, touch the sky. Urdhva-sthasana. Exhale, bow to the earth. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long and flat back. Exhale, left leg back, it's your runner's lunge. Hug into the midline. If you want, you can repeat placing the hands on the front knee. If you feel okay, I'm good, I'm strong, actually you are, reach your arms up, Vira 1. Double check that the back leg is working, dropping the right hand on the left thigh, lift the thigh into the hands. Explore your Virabhadrasana 1, here. One more breath. You can land your hands framing the front foot, placing your right thumb into the hip crease, or you can, from here, go directly into the twist, landing the left hand and twisting to the right knee. Side body gets longer. Rotate your heart a little bit more to the sky. Keep the bottom shoulder open. Land the front hand, the top hand. Front leg steps back. Alright, a different exploration here. Landing with your knees or legs straight. Place your palms under your forehead. We're studying a little bit our Shalabhasana here. So, legs are strong. The upper body stays down. Your head stays on your forehead, on your hands. Bring the tailbone in. Bring your awareness to the inner thighs. Lift both legs from the inner thighs. Flex your feet. Parallel your feet. Inhale, open your legs, your feet as wide as the mat. And close, hip distance apart. Inhale as wide as the mat. Exhale, hip distance apart. Inhale as wide as the mat. Exhale, hip distance apart. Lift your Flex your feet point your feet like you're dancing. Lift your legs a little bit more from the inner thighs. Exhale, release everything down and pause. We have our studio doggy here, Dharma, and she's very excited. I expect she's coming around me in a couple of seconds. And release the forehead on the mat. You keep your legs down this time, but they are strong. Reach your arms back, framing the side body, palms down. Bring the tailbone in, shoulders toward the ears, roll back and down. So the tip of the shoulder blades are going toward one another and your heart starts to lift. Keep your legs down, strong legs, and adjust with your upper body. Pause here. Reach your arms even further back. Rotate the palms of your hands in order to have them facing one another. Breathe in this Shavasana. Hold it. One more breath. Keep your low back broad. Exhale, release everything. Place your hands for the side body. Press up and reach back. Down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward, runner's lunge. Placing both hands on the front knee or touching the sky with the arms for this modified Uvira 1. Descend the front thigh, lift the back thigh. Reaching your arms forward, landing the hands and twisting with the thumb in the left hip crease is a possibility. Otherwise, from here, directly twist toward the front knee. Touch the sky with the opposite arm. Keep the back leg strong, do not give up. Keep rotating your heart toward the sky because you're pushing your hands into my hand, which is exactly there. Exhale, drop the hand, spring off the back leg, halfway lift, forward fold on your exhalation, open your arms to the side, inhale, touch the sky, exhale, press you down, inhale, center, exhale, release, close your eyes, root your feet to rise higher with the crown of the head, and receive the bliss of these exercises, of this flow, of this practice. No matter why you show up to a yoga class, there's always a good reason. And behind a good reason, there's always ananda, the bliss of the practice. Okay. We explored a little bit of hip openings here. Not that before we haven't, but anyway, have your blocks framing the sides of the mat. And feet in Tadasana. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold from the hip crease. Lengthen your spine in halfway lift. And the left leg goes back. And the left knee drops down. Breathe here. Flatten the back foot and shift the hips back. Slide the left heel forward, but draw the femur bone into the hip socket. One breath here. Exhale, fold toward the straight leg. From the hip. Inhale, rise. One breath here. Bend the front knee. Invite your right hip to come a little bit closer to the mat if the hip is happy to do that. Reach your heart forward. Inhale and twist toward the front knee. Exhale, land the hand on the outside of the foot. Pick up the back knee. Pause here. Hug into the midline. Pick up the back foot. Back foot is active. And now twist again toward the knee. You might reach, you might just aim toward the back foot, or you might catch the back foot. If you are catching, lift your, bring your hips back toward the back heel. And then on your exhalation, allow the right hip to come a little bit closer to the mat, increasing the quad stretch. Twisting toward the knee, you can pause here, or you can guide your right hand a little bit forward. You can also use the block here, or you can guide your right hand a little bit forward, landing on the forearm, twisting more toward the knee, inviting the sit bone back while you push your feet into the hand. The hand pushes back, tip of the shoulder blades toward one another. One breath here. Exhale, release and pause. Swing your arm back to the center, back into your low lunge. here. Flatten your hands, front leg steps back. That's your downward facing dog. Lengthen the spine here. Bend your knees. Extend the legs. Inhale, right leg back up. Exhale, right foot forward. Spring of the back leg. It's your halfway lift. We are not rising here. Exhale, bend the knees, and it's the opposite leg that goes back. It's your left knee goes down. Breathe here. Hug into the midline. Invite your left hip a little bit lower, maybe it goes. Twist toward the knee, lifting the opposite arm, so the right arm lift because you are twisting toward the right knee. Lend the hand. Pick up the back foot, so you are shifting a little bit more to the top of the knee, the part of the knee closer to the thigh. Swing the right arm back. You might just aim there, keeping the tip of the shoulder blades toward one another, or you can catch the foot. Start to push the foot into the hand, then bring the hips back, and then allow them to come a little bit forward. Push the foot towards your sit bones, the hips are reaching back. Land, you can stay higher, or you can use your blocks, or you can land on your left forearm, twisting toward the knee. Tip of the shoulder blades toward one another. One breath here. Exhale, come out of the shape. And back toward your lunge. Front leg steps back. Lengthen your spine in your down dog. Breathe here. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward. We are not rising again. Land your left knee. Both hands inside the front foot. Walk the right foot a little bit more to the side. You might stay here and play with your leg. Shifting the hips back and forth. Or you can check and go a little bit deeper. Lower your shoulders and guide your right shoulder under the opposite knee. Pause here. That's it. That's all you can do, and it's so good. Otherwise, start to shift your weight a little bit forward toward the front foot, and the shoulder is pressing into your shin. Pause here. That's it. Or open your arms to the side and fly. The shoulder pushes into the calves. You hug into the middle. There's one extra step if you want to challenge yourself. Pick up the back leg, so the back leg is straight, and you're flying in this lizard lunge. Drop the hand, release the knee, unwrap, give your front leg a good stretch, come back to your lunge, flatten the hands, front leg back, down dog. Breathe in, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward, grinding down. Alright. Shift the hips back, give your front leg a good stretch, come back to the center. Both hands on the inside of the front foot. Wiggle the foot a little bit to the side. You can pause here, and that's good. Or you can lower down. Maybe you can lower on your forearms. That is another option. Or if you are curious and you want to explore, the left shoulder goes under the opposite knee. Both hands are down. Hug into the midline with the inner thighs. And you fly from here, opening the arms. Push your shoulder into the calf. So that's for stability, that's your balance. That's all you can do. Keep the chest open, or curl the toes of the back leg, reach the back leg straight, and fly into this lizard lunge. Think about flying toward the front calf. One breath. Exhale, land both hands, land the knee, and unwrap. Flatten the hands, front leg back. It's your down dog. Breathe in your down dog to lengthen the spine. Nice, beautiful breath. Inhale, rock forward, take your plank. Exhale, land your knees. Land your chest between your thumbs. Inhale, slide forward. And it's Bhujangasana. Any amount. Exhale, release down. Press up. Down, down. Lengthen the spine. Bend your knees. Walk to the front of the mat. So you're giving your legs a break. Feet are parallel. Hands to the hips. Elbows toward one another and back. Push down to rise up. Touch the sky. Press you down. Inhale, it's your angel. Exhale and release. Inhale, place your hands in front of your heart, bend your knees, and step your leg wide. So you're facing the you're facing the right corner of the mat with your hips and your toes. Hands on the hips, wiggle your hips from side to side. Keep the back foot where it is, parallel to the short side of the mat. Pick up your right heel, left heel spinning on the toes, drop the heel, lift the toes, heel to arch. Firm your legs, bring the tailbone in, tone in your belly, arms go to the side, bend the front knee, that's your Viratu. Back leg is very active, it's in Tadasana actually, so the thigh bone reaches back. One right here. Glide your throat back, tip of the shoulder blades toward one another, and explore your Viratu. If you need to make your stance wider, go for that. Inhale, front leg straight, feet parallel. One more inhalation allows you to lengthen the side body. The exhalation allows you to press the ear down, keep the hands where they are, line up the left foot with the short side of the mat, picking up the second heel, drop the heel, lift the toes, heel to arch from your legs. Bend the front knee. Track the knee toward the second toe. If you need to modify your stance for your stability, for your safety, for your alignment, feel free to do that. Heel to arch. Thigh bone back of the back leg. Throat back. Descend the front thigh, bring the tailbone in. Viratu. Inhale, front leg straight. Touch the sky. Press the ear down. And feet parallel. Bend your knees. Step your feet together. Tadasana and breathe. We have 2 more poses. If the times allow me, yes, it does. There's a watch there, that's why I'm doing that. So it will be side angle and triangle. I will offer you the variation to bind, since we have opened the shoulders with the poses we have done before, but feel free to skip that and just stay in your traditional shape, which is nice and challenging enough. So maybe for us the bliss is going deeper into a bind, for others the bliss is enjoying a beautiful, well-aligned shape. Step your feet wide. Place your hands on your hips. Keep your right foot where it is. Lift the opposite heel, your left, spinning on the toes, heel to arch alignment, and firm your legs. Inhale and spread your wings. Shift the hips back, bend the front knee. Viratu. Reach a little bit forward. Side body, left side body gets longer. Land your elbow on the knee. This is the first option. Touch the sky with the top arm and align the arm with the ear. And that's a beautiful, excellent side angle. Thigh bones of the back leg is reaching back. Pause here. Second option is, from here you can land the top hand on the hip. Invite the front hip under, lower, so you can wrap the arm around the leg, and the opposite arm reaches back. The wrapper is the grabber, so catch your fingers of the wrist of your right hand. Tip of the shoulder blades toward one another. Side body gets longer. Lift away from the bent knee. Bind it side angle. Any other option of side angle is equally worthwhile. Maybe more worthwhile. One right here. Look down if you have a bind. Release the bind. Root stronger to rise higher. Hello, Dharma. Here is Dharma. I introduce you to Dharma. Now she will start licking my feet. Thank you. Second side. Start with your feet parallel. I love that dog. I have 3, so I really love dogs. Spinning on the toes of your right foot, heel to arch. Consider a regular side angle to the second side. Firm your legs, bend the front knee. Transition through your Vira 2, femur bone of the back leg reaching back. Reaching more to the knee. And then elbow on the knee. Top arm in line with the rest of the side body, or hand to the hip and wrap your right arm under your thigh. Opposite arm is reaching back. Grab the fingers of the wrist. Push the femur bone of the back leg further back, thigh bones back. Scoop the front hip under. Side body gets longer. Feet raking toward one another. Tip of the shoulder blades toward one another. Breathe here. And explore the bliss. Enjoy the shape. Enjoy your shape. One more breath. Root down to rise with the power of your intention. Front leg straight, feet parallel. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press down. Bend the knees and feet together. It's nice, you can leave her walking around. And Tadasana. The last one, we have 5 more minutes to go, will be triangle. So feet steps wide. Hands to the hips. Foundation of your feet doesn't change, it's heel to arch. So starting with the left foot, prepare the shapes. Shift the hips back and firm your legs at the same time. Trikonasana could be taken with a hand on the shin, with a hand on the block, or with a hand on the mat. Start to side bend, open your wings, reach toward the straight leg. Let your hand, where it's good for you, block, shin, or mat. Touch the sky with the top arm. Pause here. One breath. Inhale, rise. Bend the front knee. If you want to explore the bind, that's the time. Wrap the elbow, wrap the arm around the knee, and grab the opposite. Transition through your side angle, and then straighten the front leg. Side body gets longer. Feet are racking toward one another. Tip of the shoulder blades are toward one another. Look down, thighs back. Scoop the front hip under. Rounded side angle. Glide your throat back. Look up. Release the bind. Root down to rise with the power of your intention. Parallel your feet. Second side, your triangle or your bounded triangle. Spinning on your right hip, heel to arch. Keep your arms wide, shift the hips back. So if you decide to go for your regular triangle, take it right now. If you want to go for the bind, bend the front knee. Transition through a bounded side angle. And from here, straighten the legs, guide your thighs back a little bit, and scoop the front hip under. And lift away from the leg in front of you. Breathe. Tip of the shoulder blades toward one another, chest stays open. One more breath. Enjoy the shape. Wherever you are, whatever shape you choose. Find the bliss of the practice. Release the bind. Root down powerfully to rise up. Feet parallel. Inhale, touch the sky. Side body gets longer. Exhale, fold the body forward. Touch down with your hands under the shoulders. Lengthen. Side body really gets longer here. Walk your hands even further forward. Explore these down dog arms with wide angle legs. Feet toward one another. Drop the tailbone slightly. One more breath. Inhale. Walk your hands back under the shoulders. You can micro bend your knees. Place your hands on your hips, widen the sit bones and rise up. Or you can spin back from here to the front of the mat. And all of us we meet in down dog, a regular one. One breath there. Exhale, lunge your knees. Inhale is your purring cat or your cow. Exhale is your angry cat or your cat. I call it this flow cat and cow sometimes, or angry cat to purring cat. So feel free to explore. Couple of more exploration. And then cross your shins and sit behind or sit on one foot and reach your legs straight in front of you. Place your hands feet hip distance apart, hands on your knees, lift your heart. Exhale, lower all the way down. Reach your arms back and behind you, give it a good stretch, upper body stretch. Walk your feet back towards your sit bones. 3 active bridges. So exhale, bring your hands down by your side. And pause here. Tip of the shoulder blades toward one another. Find your lumbar curve, dropping the tailbone. The pubic bones are a little bit more toward the mat. So there's a little bit of a curve here. Inhale, lift hips up, arms back. Do not open the knees to the side. Exhale, hips down, arms down. Inhale, hips up, arms back. Exhale, hips down, arms down. Inhale, hips up, arms back, overhead. Exhale, arms down, hips down. One breath here. Open the feet as wide as the mat. Drop both, release the arms in a comfortable position. Could be a little bit wider, cactus shape or T shape. Or hands on your belly and windshield wiper. Like we did at the beginning of class. Dropping the knees on one side, on the opposite side. Couple of more times. Next time your knees are falling to the right, pause. You can stay simply here. You can lift your right ankle and place it on the outside of the left knee without pushing, because the weight of the leg takes the left inner knee down. You can also add the arms, reaching your arms back and overhead. You can also catch your left wrist and stretching the whole side body, the whole left side body. Release the hands, drop the foot, knees up to the second side on your exhalation. Pause here, you can stay. You can lift the left ankle and place it on top of the outer right knee. You can reach both arms back, grabbing the left wrist, right wrist, starting with the left hand, giving the right side body nice, good stretch. Release the arms, drop the foot, inhale, knees facing the sky, walk your feet under your hips and parallel. Arms on the back of the thigh because you are lifting your feet, lifting the shins perpendicular to the floor, back of the hands pushing the back, hands pushing the back of the thighs down. Spine gets longer, shoulders are open, chest is open. Think about your triangle here. Do not close the chest. You can reach the outer edges of your feet with your hands. Invite your knees more toward your armpits. Keep your spine nice and long and finish the sequence in your happy belly. If you want to rock the baby, feel free to rock it. Reach your legs straight up to the sky, bend your knees, give them a hug, roll from side to side, massaging your spine. Land your feet, For me, you are ready to fall into your Shavasana. So maybe give your body good stretch. Pick the apples with the right, pick the apples with the left. Release your arms by your side. Fish around for your pillow or your bolster. Place your pillow or your bolster to support the back of the thigh. Consider that your heels should not touch the mat. Find a comfortable placement for your arms.